up, what up, what up? Yo, my name Aaron, you already know what it is. What it is.
Yo, it's Bags.
Boy Don B in the building. How I'm feeling.
It's the MoreThanHipHop show.
That's right.
We talk about what's hot,
what's not,
and everything that's new.
Every fact. That's a factory.
Facts.
Big facts. Yo, how many times can you make facts into another word? Like, cause you know they'd be like, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? What we could, that's a factory.
It's a true statement.
It's a fact, Quay. Fact.
You can take that to commerce. Chambers of Commerce. You can take that
to a warehouse. Factory. It's a company. Factation. It's a fact. Factual. Factual. Right. Fax that over to me. How did you say that?
Fax it to me. Like a business. No print.
No print.
I know it's coming through.
Hold on, man. Let's give a little bit of respect, man. Let's give some respect to Miss Quay, because it's Quay Day right now.
Happy birthday, Quay.
Happy birthday, Quay.
I don't date the fellas.
I don't date the fellas. Happy birthday.
Yo, when that shirt coming out, though?
It's coming out soon.
I don't date the fella shirts.
Small, large, extra large, 3XL, you know, whatever size you need, I got it. Medium, you know, whatever.
It's a fact. Happy birthday, Quay. Happy birthday. We got a show for y'all, man. We got a show for y'all. We're talking about a lot of juicy stuff. We're going to start off with this man, Tory Lanez. I got to recognate everything I said from last week. I was talking a lot of shit, man. I said he was better than Drake. I said he was coming back with the bar. Hey, listen.
He was saying a lot.
Hey, listen. I take everything back.
Oh, now you take it back.
I take everything back, B.
Take it all back.
Cause, man, I know y'all seen this shit that happened this week, man. Now, I ain't gon' front. Don Q, you know what I'm saying? He sent a shot at this man, he sent the song or whatever, and Corey responded back. I was not impressed by Don Q's first try. You know what I'm saying? And then Tory came back and aired him out. He was talking about all this kind of stuff. You need to get tested, you got some dirty scrotum, all that.
Wild.
Big wild shit. Right. That'll make me mad as well. You know what I'm saying? So you got dirty scrotum?
It can't make you mad unless it's true.
Unless it's true.
Unless it's a fact.
The way that Don Q came back in Tory, I think that nigga got a dirty scrotum. You hear me?
Hey, come on.
You got the body bag. Zipper up.
That nigga tight, he can't get no more box, man. So, I mean, but I don't know if that's true or not, but the way that Don Q came back at Tory, it seemed true. Because Tory, man, like, he really murdered Tory on his second try. Now, I give it, that was the second try. Tory said, this is the one and done. This is the only joint I'm gonna do for you. But come on now. You got JR Wright done went at this man on the left.
Facts.
J Hood done went at him. Don Q went at him publicly. And then, not only that, but to put the cherry on top of it,
Who else?
Dream Dog.
Dream Dog, that's a fact.
Shorty. She's not even really known for real. But the fact that Tory Lanez mentioned her in the diss when he, you know what I'm saying, was shooting shots at Don Q. He said, don't put my name in your mouth, nigga. You didn't fuck. You ate the ass. You ate the box. And you wanted to have a threesome with another
nigga, right? With the pussy.
Oh! Man. Come on. I mean, how y'all, what y'all think? I told you I gotta recognate everything I said about Tory. I can't find he's washed. So y'all go ahead and tell me what y'all feel about it.
He was cool, everything was cool, everything was good, you know, stirring it up in the hip hop world, man. But I don't know if y'all know this, man, but he came at my man Cole too, man.
He did
came at my man Cole too, man. Come on, man.
That's so too much.
Too much, man. Too much, you know what I'm saying? And he was always just a, you know what I'm saying, just a member of the it's Tory Lanez, you know what I mean? I remember he used to just rap, and he came over to singing. Okay, hey, do your thing, get your bread, you know what I mean? Come on, man. He's cold, man. You can't even push your T in the same line, but
Not even cold, like he got too many other artists that's going at him. He can't keep up with everybody.
Exactly. You cannot keep up, bro. You're gonna have to respond to everybody.
Exactly. You started this battle, so you gotta finish it.
I think he tried to take attention off of that by going at Cole and Pusha T.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he was trying to go at Cole and Pusha T, but they not gonna respond to him. They on different calibers.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, when I heard the Tory Lanez, the first track when he used the W freestyle, the Drake joint, and you know you can tell, like, if you really a fan of somebody, you can tell, like, how they bars keep. Like, the whole way through, I'm saying, man, this is bad, the beat and everything.
They probably wrote it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because he back good with Drake.
Yeah.
That's when he started getting cocky. That's when he started getting cocky, I feel like. Like, I mean, that's one thing with battling, fighting, with anything competition. Come on, you can't get ahead of yourself. First of all, you were saying you the greatest, you the best rapper. You this, that, and the third. You can sound like anybody.
That's a trend now. That's a whole trend.
It's a trend. But Tory started the trend. It's Tory Lanez.
But even though Pump said it, he said he the greatest lyricist of all time.
Come on, man.
Like how you say that?
Right.
Who said? Lil Pump said it.
He said he's the greatest lyricist of all time.
We might look at these new rappers and be like, what the fuck is going on? We don't got like Jay-Z, Nas,
right,
Biggie,
right,
you know, T.I., whatever the case. We don't got none of those no more. So kids these days are looking at Lil Yachty's, Lil Pumps, Lil Babies, Young and B.A. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the best whack
rapper? Who's exactly? Like,
who's the best whack rapper?
Who all sounds the same and who's whack? Like
Look the same, all that.
cadence and everything. Like shit is whack.
I feel like, you know, if Jay-Z or Nas back in the day could have came and had a platform to say I'm the best rapper, they would have. But it was so different back in our day when we was coming up. Like, no, nigga, you actually gotta spit and do that shit. Say that shit in the record, and then niggas is going to respond. It ain't gonna be no Instagram this, Instagram that. And I feel like that's what Lil Pump is doing. He knows he's not the best rapper, but marketing wise, that would be perfect to say. Because you know people are not gonna.
That's where it's at now.
That's what Tory Lanez is doing.
That's what but Tory Lanez is making himself look better.
I mean, he is, but he's still branding himself like, okay, I'm still a rapper.
I'm not responding.
Well, how do y'all feel about Tory Lanez now as an artist? I feel like he's the artist that talks a lot of shit and can't back it up now.
That's true. And I also look at it as there's no such thing as bad marketing. Like, you can go and pick on somebody and don't say nothing at the end of the day. Like, you still won. You undefeated. Like, you getting your records getting streamed.
That's a fact.
Your videos getting viewed on YouTube. Like, it's just like a chain effect. So ain't no loss.
That's what he would come back with too. Like, if he was on radio right now or even on his show, he would say, "Hold up, my nigga. Look at the hits. Look at the record. Oh my nigga, you was battling with bars, and that nigga ate you with the bars. You can't get no respect in an arena now. Like, you can get respect overseas with the white people and everything that's good. They gonna buy your record. But as far as in the streets with bars, my nigga, niggas are gonna always say you lost. Just like Drake, you didn't respond to Pusha. I don't care how evil or you know what I'm saying, whatever you was gonna say in that jump, you lost that battle.
He definitely did.
You can't make no rules to outside that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lost that battle. That's a fact.
It's just like I thought Jay-Z lost that battle to Nas with Ethan.
Oh, wait a second. Disrespecting whole one camera.
Come on, that Ethan shit was crazy.
He came back at him. He came back at my ass. He came back at him. He did not lose. If anything, it was a tie.
A tie.
And if we're talking about business, Jay-Z won. I mean, Nas just had Jay-Z. I mean, Nas just had a big flip on that little flip he had, but Jay-Z won ultimately.
Nah, man.
For sure.
Shit,
in the long run.
Got it.
But look who signed who though, because he knew my man Nas was a threat. Nigga, Jay-Z signed Nas after that whole little spiel.
That's even bosser. Nigga, I'm gonna beat you and then I'm gonna sign you.
Right?
I'm gonna beat you and then I'm gonna sign you.
No, because you knew this nigga was a threat. You knew he was a threat.
You know though.
No, he knew he was a check.
Come on.
Nigga, that's what he knew. He knew he was a check. I don't know you a threat. Nigga, I'm gonna sign you. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to make you some money.
Nas is a legend, man. You tripping.
I mean, definitely two legends for sure.
Yeah.
Jigga did not lose that battle. Jay-Z, what up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get signed by Rockefeller. You hear me?
Throw them diamonds in the air.
You didn't lose, my nigga. Facts, man. So are we done with Tory? Are we done with Tory?
Happy birthday, Tory.
Happy
birthday.
It's his birthday week?
Don't panic.
It's out of here.
Oh, no!
You
caught an L on your birthday. I can't.
Shout out to Don Q.
I can't. And I fuck with Tory, but
shout out, man.
You're getting eaten up, bro. And you haven't responded. It's been more than 48 hours. It's been more than 72 hours now.
Yeah. I forgot about it.
Don't even respond. We don't want to hear it.
Keep
Keep it, my nigga. You good. You good. Keep making.
He's probably trying to perfect his punch-ins and all this. Ooh.
Yeah. He needs to stick to that. Just, you know what I'm saying? So off with Tory, man. On to the fact that the only way that I found out about this whole beef thing was just going on YouTube and being very inquisitive about the YouTube
search.
Yeah, man. We got a guest coming in. Yo, who's at the door?
Open the door.
What up, Prince? What's good, man? Now, we was talking about this nigga Tory Lanez. I know you've been on the internet, right?
Yes.
Right? So say what you gotta say, because we already done said our piece, my nigga. What you think?
Man, I feel like I like the way Tory want to jump in both lanes as far as being a rapper and a singer, but it's like the way he came at Don Q, he ain't come hard enough. I just feel like it was baby bars. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was sticking the R&B lane. Honestly.
Honestly, we was talking about what I was saying was that Don Q's first attempt at battling Corey wasn't that impressive to me. It just lacked the energy that I wanted to hear from Don Q. As far as hunger-wise, the bars were there, but it wasn't hungry enough. I feel like Tory, initially my mind thought it was better just because I like Tory music. And I think I put them together with, okay, you know what I'm saying? It sounds good. It sounds better. But once I heard Don Q's second jump, and then I heard Dream Dog, I'm like, my nigga, come on, you got 48 hours. 48 hours. I'm like, my nigga, you got another 24. We gonna give you you know you on tour. It's more than 72 now. So now you want me to stick to your singing, stick to your lane. Don't talk about you the best rapper no more because you're not.
Honestly, I can honestly get up in there. The battle between him and Jonas was really good. Honestly, I feel like he kind of got to him in that battle. I feel like lyrically, he really hit some points where it was like Jonas felt like he had to come back immediately. It was back-to-back battles. After a while, I just felt like Tory had that battle.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was telling him last week, like, I think he could see Drake. I think he could see anybody, like, he's lyrically, like, he's a good rapper. And then this just made me kind of everything I said.
Yes.
He sound like
He sound like him, right?
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed in Don Q a little bit with the punching in, though.
Yeah.
My nigga, I don't like that. I do not like that. Why you punching in, my nigga?
Why?
And then I still can't understand, like,
that's because he got too many balls.
Balls is hitting you like,
you a fat nigga, you gotta go a little slower, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep running.
slow down, not just this.
You can't even run on the track, nigga.
Slow it down for niggas.
Come on, Don Q.
But they can get it.
Don Q got one up on him because Tory didn't respond. I gotta call him Corey now because it's like Corey Tory. It's like Corey. You Corey, nigga. I said, that's coming from A, nigga. How bad are you too? Bad. You said you was gonna send it this to him too. He ain't responding. He can't keep up. Fuck it, I might as well gain some clout on him too.
Another thing I want to say for both of them niggas, like, stop throwing the Frank stand, like, all that suck my dick shit. I don't like that.
Come on, man.
It's like, y'all gonna speak to each other later on. Y'all doing this shit for publicity. Everybody want followers. Everybody want likes. I understand that. But it's like, all that suck my dick shit. I don't like that.
Shout out my nigga 6ix9ine because I think they took it.
That's like regular in the New York lingo.
Yeah, suck my dick, suck my dick.
Yeah, the thing about it is,
I mean, y'all get too serious with that shit.
He's from Toronto. He's not even from New York.
But he sound
like he from New York.
He sound right there from the block, right on the
He
corner.
already said he could sound like anybody and everybody. So
He's a fraud. That's what we call him. He's a fraud.
Honestly,
No, he can't. No, he can't.
He can mimic anybody.
No, he can't.
Ain't no features on his album that sound like features.
I don't care if the nigga got a new headline. No,
honestly,
he
he's the
can't.
only nigga that can make everybody fall in love over again.
I can't stand his voice.
You know what I mean? Like,
Tory is good. He's a good
I can only listen to him about this much. That's it.
Yeah, too much of him at one time. It's
I'm
like,
over
pause. Like,
it. Come on.
it's too much.
Tory need to find his lane. Word.
That's that nigga Tory. That should be all auto-tuned and shit. Yeah, that's that nigga Tory.
Trash.
That's Tory. Off on Tory, man. We was talking about Prince, man. Welcome, man. Like, again, we was talking about in the podcast messaging this morning. Somebody brought to us our attention that YouTube now has stopped all conspiracy videos. They have deleted and made it inaccessible to all conspiracy videos. You know what conspiracy? Absolutely. Conspiracy, I mean, some of us have delved into conspiracies. Some of us don't care about them. Some of us don't believe. But me, I'm a person, I mean, I was coming up age 16, 17, like on the YouTube, like looking up things, looking up like chemtrail, looking up Area 51, looking up all these things just to kind of gain knowledge of it, because people were telling me, yo, you need to see this, you need to see this. Whether you believe it or not, you need to see it. Now the fact that they're taking it away from our eyes and making it inaccessible to see, I mean, that would lead me to believe that you're trying to cover something up. A lot of us in the messaging group felt the same way. I like to know what y'all feel about that. I mean, you know, YouTube is a capital media platform. You know, something that we all use pretty much every day. We don't need Netflix, we don't need cable TV. You want to learn how to do something, you can go on YouTube. If you want to know some information that may not have been explained to you in school, you go on YouTube. What do we do now that these, you know, conspiracy videos that we, you know what I'm saying, may need to know of and be aware of for our people? How can we, you know what I'm saying, how do we move through this, bro? This is a big, I mean, it may not be a big point in the other culture, but for us,
it's scary.
You know, it's scary for sure,
right, man. I mean, it's one thing because it's like, you know what I'm saying, our generation growing up, you know what I'm saying, all the internet, social medias, all that kind of stuff was really, really new, you know what I'm saying? So we were, I guess, had the access to it, right, to view those things and things, you know what I'm saying? This generation now, you know, they born with phones in their hands and everything. So it's like, maybe them at YouTube is like, or even deeper than that, you know what I'm saying? The government that got their plant at Area 51, like, yo, they get too close, we need to just cut it off with this new generation, just, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy to think that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta think about that while thinking about what else is going on, like, oh, they cutting off the YouTube, and what else are they trying to cover up, you know what I'm saying?
That's gonna draw everybody's attention.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? That's an always thing, you know what I'm saying? There's always something that's covering up something, there's always something going on, but it is crazy, man. It's just, man, I'm glad I was able to see the conspiracy things that I was, you know what I'm saying, peeping, but...
Because like I said, whether you believe it or not, there's some scary stuff on there, like 9/11 tech being an inside job. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, that's not accessible now. Like, why is it not accessible to see? Like, you know what I'm saying? It just makes me wonder. And it makes a lot of other people wonder, and you're right, it makes a lot of people talk about this. We're sitting on the couch talking about this right now. What are they doing behind our backs? You know what I'm saying? That this is causing such a uproar. I mean, what you feel like, man? What you feel like?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the same way. Like, it gotta be something like they hiding for sure, like, or they don't want us to see. You know what I'm saying? Definitely YouTube is a platform that we all go to. Obviously, we all use it, so and it's right there. Like Don was saying, it's accessible to everybody, like even the young kids. So
you can make a career off of it.
You could, bro. You definitely could do a lot with YouTube. And like, I don't even watch TV really. I be on the YouTube itself, so you know what I'm saying. But everything, like you said, everything is on YouTube. It's YouTube University, and they just trying to take that information away from us. You know what I'm saying? Because they know it's there for us. Like, and like back to what Don was saying, the new generation is catching on.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like, because it's good and it's bad. You feel me? Like,
it is good and bad. I feel like it's more bad than good.
Yeah, I think it's more bad.
Because it's gonna keep getting bad. They gave us to it. You know, they gave it to us for free first. Yeah. You see what Netflix is doing.
Like, how, taking it away.
You know what I'm saying? The Bird Box came in. Like, how everybody watched Bird Box?
Yeah.
But we got more views on the Bird Box than we got subscriptions to our. Hold up now.
And what's
our network?
What's gonna happen if?
I think it's more so like, you know, it's actually taken away from like the educational system. Because like for us, you know, it's more persuasive. You know, we didn't really have nothing like to go off. We really didn't question why. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to sit there and say like, well, I knew Egypt was in Africa. You know, a lot of us didn't know Egypt was in Africa. It was like its own entity. You know what I'm saying? So it's some things that wasn't like transformed into like history. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like some shit like they don't tell like Harriet Tubman carried a gun when she freed the slaves. You know what I'm saying? They don't say shit. Yeah, like you gotta think about it. It was some slaves who probably was like, nah, I wanna go back. Like she probably was like, no, I'm not with the shits. Like you coming, you not. You know what I'm saying? So it was like certain things that was like miscommunicated in like the dialect of history. So I feel like it is a sad thing because our kids, well, future kids is like way smarter than teachers now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You can't really brainwash them like how they did us.
And you just look it up.
Yeah.
YouTube.
They can look it up.
Well, a lot of things that are on YouTube are not disclosed in our literature books.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not disclosed in our schools. They're not disclosed in just daily information. Black History Month. It's Black History Month now. A lot of Black history is on YouTube, but not in textbooks. It's not being taught to us. You gotta look up who made this, who started this. It's on YouTube for sure because people give free information so people can learn free information, and that's where the world sticks together. But what if they start to come down and say the world is sticking together now? We gotta separate that.
That's a great thing. I was saying.
They don't want to see that happen.
They don't want to see that happen.
Definitely. So
That's
they're
a
going to
fact.
hide the information.
We don't want the spread of
whatever,
information
you know
and
what I'm saying?
knowledge.
That's
I feel like
going on, right?
separation creates like conflict, and conflict creates money. So it's like the more you keep it going, the more you keep it separated. I feel like that's all it's about, money.
Money.
So it's like racism and the whole system they created. Like it's just crazy because it's like we're so far behind. It's like how do we get ahead?
Wow.
I wonder what's gonna happen when people start, trying to put that information back out there. People that study
Under new things, right? Under new things, maybe a different video or something like that. Because I think they've been working on this plan for a very long time. They knew that we were looking up this information. They knew that we were looking at this information. They knew the information was out there.
It's there already.
But they had to figure out a way to stop all the information. And like I said, I did a test trial. Anything that's obvious is taken down. Like you can't view it. But anything that may be titled as something else or something like that, they haven't got to it yet. But that's crazy enough. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was talking to another member of our crew, like it's very scary because the things that I was believing as a young child and people were calling me crazy for has now been, inaccessible to eyes of others. So I can, maybe coerced to believe, like watch this and see. Now you can't even see it.
Right, you can't even see it.
I know, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. So, man.
They go back to that whole saying, word of mouth.
Yeah. It's got to be word of mouth. To help each other, we got to have that word of mouth type thing. Word. So what do y'all think about other social media start charging and cutting off and things? Like if Instagram started charging or YouTube started charging, what do y'all feel about that? Because I feel like that's about to happen too. I mean, all these free things is too free. It's like we need to start making money now. We got these people hooked. If we charge a little bit, maybe even $1 a month, we got billions of subscribers. If we charge $1 a month, that's $1 billion a month. You know what I'm saying? Would you still be interested in using Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, or no?
I feel like nowadays, as far as like if you're an artist, musician, things like that, if you're an actor, if you're selling anything on Instagram or promoting anything, it would make sense to pay that $1 a month. Especially if you build a platform within the last 5 to 6 years that actually Instagram has become like one of the biggest platforms in the world. If you decided to take down that platform, like I feel like you will lose out on a lot of people that actually look for you for what you do in your content. So it's like you would lose if you don't want to pay that $1 a month. So pretty much nowadays the internet is everything. Especially if you're trying to put a message across exactly what we're talking about as far as racism and everything that's going on.
I seen this one joint that said if Instagram disappeared today, a lot of people would as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just
Paying that $1.
I agree.
There's like a lot of people paying $1 to stay alive for real.
Absolutely.
Instagram is a way that you can make a lot of money.
A lot of money.
If you use it right. If you're not just on there scrolling. Now, for the people that's on there scrolling, you want to pay $1 a month to scroll and do nothing and lose time, lose money.
Hey, but it could also pay for a lot of, like, you know what I'm saying, mental health, mental stability, like, liked.
And they're already getting paid as well, like off of promotions and things
All of
like
that.
All that. Whenever someone subscribes,
So now they just would be getting
stuff
greedy.
like that.
And I feel like ultimately that's what this whole thing is about. Creating conflict and creating money.
Absolutely.
I'd agree, bro. Facts.
Yeah, it's just like, why not? It's like, we got everybody hooked.
Facts.
Like, as soon as you grab your phone in the morning, you might not even brush your teeth. You might be on Instagram.
On Instagram, bro, before you get out the bed.
Yeah.
And then the kids, if they're not on Instagram, they on Fortnite. That's free too.
Right.
Highest trending game in everything. But you gotta pay for the dance. Come on,
Hey, no Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi. You on that bitch like, look.
Buying little weapons weapons and skins and everything else, but the game is free. That's how they get you. So the world is changing, but man, it's definitely a scary thing. It's an eye-opening thing, but it's scary.
I mean, for the most part, I feel like they might lose money also though, because there's a lot of people that don't look at it the way I look at it. There's a lot of people that are not entrepreneurs. A lot of people that not making music. A lot of people that don't have.
Way more.
So it's like, some people out there just scroll on there like, oh no, I'm not paying for that. And they will actually not use it, and then they might go to Snapchat, because Snapchat is losing right now. So Snapchat might keep it free, so now they'll get more subscribers to it. Everybody might go towards Snapchat now, because Snapchat done lost everything, because Instagram got video and all that stuff now. So it's like,
competition with the
yeah,
social
so it's
media.
like, they gotta be smart about it. So it's like, it's always another app that can do what they can do and have it for free.
Definitely.
Ultimately, I feel like they all work together in one division.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
It's the Facebook snap.
It's the Facebook snap.
Right.
Yeah, Facebook,
It's the Facebook snap
Facebook
tweet.
and Instagram is together.
Tweet.
They actually have a whole business.
That's
They
dope.
work together.
That's funny as shit.
We're about to wrap it up like a rapper, man. It's the More Than Hip Hop show.
Right.
It's More Than Hip Hop. You already know.
Yeah.
Blessings, man. 2019, more life.